What is up, guys? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to the channel for another episode of Game Night with Retro. So I took the Los Angeles Rams through a season here. We're back in the NES room on Tecmo, okay? Took the Rams through a season on my unique challenges. Of course, with this, basically did the, all backups here. We chucked it long with Chuck Long, right? That's our quarterback. Gash and Green was our, starting running back. Cox, Fajians. We'll get into all the details in a little bit. But before we do that, we do have one game left on the schedule, which is the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. There may be some implications on playoff position, but we did win the division, the Rams. So the division crown is not up for grabs, but we'll see here. Just one game left, so we'll let that play, let that score come across the wire, and we will then see the season final division standings. Niners convincingly over the Bears, 34-10. No surprise there. So the Pittsburgh Steelers win the AFC Central. I'll get into that in a minute. Okay, so you saw that for yourself. Let's go to the division standings. Or go to the Central. It looked like the Bengals were going to win this division, but they got blown out by the Patriots the last game of the season, and then that allowed Pittsburgh to step in, because if Cincinnati would have just won, they would have been 11-5, and that would have eliminated any, But since that happened, Pittsburgh won. Then it came down the points, and Pittsburgh was just slightly better on the points. I think I figured out earlier, just 16 points better on the points. So it's like, this game really can come down to some nitty gritty there. But yeah, let's go back to the Rams homepage now and talk about things. Yeah, we were disappointed, when I took the Seahawks through and we lost that, lost to them blasted Raiders in the championship game, right? So yeah, those Raiders are my nemesis. It seems like no matter what team I'm controlling, it seems like. But yeah, we're disappointed in that. So we went through another season with another team here. Doing these challenges, so yeah, all backups here basically. So yeah, we won the division. We finished the season 13-3. Let's see if I can think of our three losses. I know that Detroit Lions. Let me go back and look here. If I look at the schedule, there we go. Let's see. Yeah, we did beat the Seahawks last game of the season. Yeah, I believe the Saints was another team that beat us. Because they do have a tough defense. Yeah, I think Detroit was our first loss. I believe we lost to Detroit, the Saints, and the Falcons actually beat us one time. So there you go. There's our three losses. Anyways, yeah, we had a pretty good season here. So let's just go over our season stats with our players. So you can see Jim Everett didn't start a game. Old Chuck Long was our quarterback all year. Completed 68% of his passes, 3,272 yards, 32 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. 175.2 rating. 24 scrambles for 163 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground. So old Chuck It Long was getting it done for us. I'm going to say he's probably had maybe the best season for these like backup quarterbacks I've been using. Stouffer, French bread with the Seahawks, Reich with the Bills, Hostetler with the Giants, McMahon with the Eagles. I'm going to say Chuck Long had the best season of those different teams I took through using those backup quarterbacks like that. Because a lot of times I didn't even get 3,000 yards passing with those guys. And I remember with Frank Reich, I only had 18 passing touchdowns. Which that was pretty shabby. But yeah, over 30 touchdowns here with Chuck Long. So I'm going to say he had a pretty good season there. Maybe better than some people expected. Cleveland Gary did not start the season because, like I said, he's a fit. If you're a 50 or if your speed is 50 or above, then I'm not going to use you. Like I said, in efforts to have make the game more challenging, right? So Kurt Warner, he was just mainly on the return game there. 602 yards on kickoff returns. But our starting tailback was this man here, Gaston Green. Over 1,000-yard season there. 113 carries, 1,125 yards, and 18 rushing touchdowns. A 9.9 yard average. Almost a 10-yard average. That's pretty good. He also snagged 17 catches for 382 yards and 3 touchdowns. 3 receiving touchdowns. So Gaston Green, pretty solid season. I'm going to say he made the Pro Bowl. And our other running back that complimented Gaston Green was Buford McGee. He had 70 rushing attempts for 525 yards and 17 rushing touchdowns. He also snagged 15 catches, 243 yards, and 4 touchdowns. So our 2 running backs, they were a big part of our offense, Also, as you can see, Buford did some return action there on the special teams, especially on the kickoffs there, 290 yards on 20 returns, almost a 15-yard average. So yeah, our 2 running backs were a big part of our offense. Ellard and Anderson, no stats, so I'm going to say Derek Fajan was our best receiver. 27 catches, 1,130 yards, and 13 touchdowns. So yeah, got a 1,000-yard receiver here in Derek Fajan. Pretty good season for him. Our other starting receiver was Aaron Cox. Now I'm going to say, had a lackluster season. Just 22 catches, 533 yards, and 3 receiving touchdowns. I mean, so. He made plays, but just not the numbers. Look at that. Even though there's only a difference of 5 catches between these two, Derek Fajan had 27 and Aaron had 22. But look at the difference though in the yardage. It's 533 compared to over 1,100 yards. So and 13 touchdowns compared to just 3. So it's I'm going to say Aaron was more of a possession receiver, and Derek was our vertical guy. Pete Holohan did not start because, like I said, he's 63 receptions. So our starting tight end, and I'm going to say the surprise performer of the season, this was Damone Johnson, who snagged 37 receptions for 984 yards, just 16 yards short of 1,000 yards. It's oh man, I wish I could have got it for him. I almost did. But, because he had 904 yards going into the last game, so he had 80 yards receiving, and it's we just, almost, man, but hey, still, look at his rating here. 31 in receptions and is only a 19 in his maximum speed. So to get 37 catches, 984 yards, and 9 touchdowns with those stats, with his ratings, I think that's a pretty good accomplishment. You know, people will be like, "Whoa, you managed to get those, put up those kind of numbers with his being rated as low as he was." Hey, yeah, he turned it on for us, so he was a nice surprise there. Damone Johnson. Our field goal kicker, Mike Lansford, he hit all 70 extra points, and on field goals, he was 7 out of 10. Now, he's not a great kicker. As you can see, he's on bad right now, and his kicking ability is 13, and his avoid block is 19. So, yeah, I did experiment, and you definitely have to be on, you know, your side of the 50. I'm going to say probably 40. He might be able to hit it on if the ball's on the 45-yard line, because then he's going to be back, you know, he's going to be still on the other side of it, you know. I'm going to say I think I had him on the 48, like on our side of the field, and he still missed it. It fell short. It didn't get the distance. So it's like, you definitely got to get closer with this guy to kick a field goal. So we're going to hope it don't come down to winning a game with this guy, you know. Keith English, our punter, we only punted twice during the whole season there. 2 punts for 110 yards. All right, let's go to the defense here. Brian Smith, he had 5 sacks. Alvin Wright, 2 sacks. Doug Reed, 3 sacks. Mike Wiltshire, 3 sacks. Fred Strickland, 4 sacks. Frank Stam, 6 sacks. And Kevin Green, 4 sacks. Now, yeah, to make it more challenging on myself, I refrained from using Kevin Green. So, because he's, you know, their best player, especially on the front 7, okay? Bobby Humphrey had 1 interception for 10-yard return. Jerry Gray had nothing. Anthony Newman had 1 interception. That's who I controlled all year. It's like, yeah, they're not rated that great, you know. Vince Newsom had 4 interceptions, so he was our best guy back there. Yeah, like I said, to make it more challenging, I will control probably a guy that's not that great. So I did control Anthony Newman. He's, 31 speed, only 44 interceptions. Come playoff time, I may, you know, change it up. I may, like Gray's on excellent, or even Bobby Humphrey, I may control him. So we're going to try to win it with these Rams, you know, try to complete the journey where we failed with the Seahawks, right? Okay, so let's go to our team rankings. What was we ranked on offense? We had the number 2 offense in the league, right? So almost opposite. Remember, if you recall, when I took Buffalo through with Frank Reich, we actually had the worst offense. Now, our running backs did help, though, because, you know, Gaston Green and Buford McGee are a heck of a lot better than Jamie Mueller and Kenneth Davis, right? So number 2 offense, total offense in the league. Number 5 passing, and there we are, number 8 rushing. So we definitely had a balanced attack, right? And that's what I tried to do. Defense, we were ranked number 7. So yeah, the Rams defense is, you know, they're not that great. Number 3 against the pass. And yeah, 21st against the rush. We definitely struggled against the run, which I typically do, right? So there's that. NFL leaders, let's see. There he is, old Chuck Long, ranked number 1. How about that? Pretty good season there for Chuck Long. Rushing, I might be up there maybe with Gaston Green a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, there he is. He's ranked number 9. So he was in the top 10. You know, but like I said, we had Buford McGee, so they were kind of sharing duty. I mean, Gaston got the more carries, you know, but I'm going to say Buford McGee he'd still get 5 and 6 carries a game, you know. He was a nice changeup. How about touchdowns? Yeah, there's Green and McGee. Yeah, we'll go back and touch on that in a little bit. Let's see. Who's leading sacks this year? Charles Haley. Ooh, Trace Armstrong, number 2. We ain't going to be up here in sacks because, playing my style, I'm not going to get a lot of sacks. What kickoffs? Bernstein Raiders. Ooh, don't see nothing. Okay. Punts, I don't think we're going to be there in punts either. Nope. Who was the leading interceptor? Dave Waymer once again, right? See him a lot there. Leading scorers. There's McGee. Yeah, there we go. That's the point I wanted to make. My 2 running backs, right? They each, again, wasn't planned at all, but they both had 21 touchdowns total, right? So we'll go back to the home page here and we'll see how they managed that. So, yeah. Gaston had 18 rushing touchdowns and 3 receiving touchdowns. So there's your 21, right? So 18 rushing, 3 receiving. And old Buford had 17 rushing and 4 receiving. So it's like, they were just one different, one off on the rushing and receiving, but they each got 21 total. So it's like, again, that just worked out that way. It's like, sometimes it's funny how the final numbers, stack up. So there you go. There's our season summary for the Rams. So now it's game time, right? So here's the playoff bracket. So we got the Dolphins and the Bengals up first. The wild card, then the Seahawks and Broncos. There's the 2 wild card games on the AFC. And since we won the division, we get the week off. So the 49ers and the Saints are in the wild card, along with the Eagles and Packers. So we'll be watching that Eagles-Packers game, right? All right, so let's get this party started. Get me some energy drinks going here. Got a Bang Peach Mango. Oh, the Bengals with the Jim Breach field goal knock off the Dolphins in the wild card round. Interesting. Niners, weird seeing them in the wild card, right? They're usually winning the division and got the week off, but Niners got to play the wild card. Ooh, yeah, they take care of business against the Saints like I figured it would. Montana, big day, 305 yards. Jerry Rice, a big day, 5 catches, 161 yards. Okay. Steve Sewell returns for the Broncos, taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, Denver and Seattle here in the playoffs, huh? Different. Well, the Broncos take care of business here, whip them pretty good. Ooh, Dave Craig, 3 interceptions. That was a big part of it there. Green Bay Packers, Philadelphia Eagles. And those Eagles, knock off the Packers. Fiddlesticks. I was hoping the Packers would win. Eagles got a tough defense. So there's the wild card games are in the Bucks. There's your winners. All right, let's continue. Steelers, Bengals at 3 Rivers. Steelers won the division. Ooh, and they win this game 30-24. Steelers are moving on to the AFC Championship game. Ha. Giants, 49ers, divisional round. The Niners with a Mike Kofer field goal in overtime edge out the Giants. Niners move on to the NFC Championship game. Buffalo and Denver in the divisional round. Ooh, Buffalo with a Scott Norwood field goal. Wow. I think I was good luck for Scott Norwood, right? Ever since I took him through and got him redemption, he's been winning games for the Bills, right? That's the second time in a row. So let's do this. Rams, Eagles. Welcome to Anaheim Stadium. Rams hosting the Eagles here. Rams won the toss, elect to receive. Roger Ruzick gets us underway. Kurt Warner back to receive the kick. Chuck Long brings the offense out onto the field. You can't find anybody. Scrambles. He's out of bounds. He's got the first down.
Ready, down, punt, punt.
Ooh, McGee's on. He's on excellent now. I think I'm gonna do a change up there. There we go.
Ready, down, punt, punt. Ready, down, punt, punt, punt.
Ah, come on.
Ready, down, punt, punt, punt.
Dumps it off to Gashy Green out of the backfield. He got a first down. Got plenty of time. Oh, jeez. Damone Johnson drops a pass. He was wide open, too. Man, that would have been a nice gain.
Ready, down, punt, punt, punt.
Long under pressure. He gets rid of it. Oh, but it's batted down. 3rd and 10.
Ready, down, punt, 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 punt.
Nice. Gashian Green made a move and he got the first down.
Ready, down, punt, punt.
Buford McGee cuts it back inside. He's tackled at the 2.
Ready, down, punt.
There we go. Nice drive. Nice opening drive. Got it. Yeah, Chuck Long showed great patience on that drive. He, took what the defense gave him.
Ready, down, punt, punt.
Randall Cunningham leads the Eagles offense onto the field. Complete to Keith Jackson. He's got the first down and more. Tackle out to 45.
Down, punt, 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 punt.
There's Robert Drummond. He's got a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. Rams got the lead, but the Eagles are on the move.
Ready, down, punt.
Ooh, big play here, 3rd and 2.
Ready, down, punt.
Cunningham with the shotgun. He tried to scramble, but they stopped him short of it. Nice. Roger Ruzick comes out to kick a field goal here. The kick is up. He missed it. Wide left. Yes.
Ready, down, punt.
Oh no! Seth Joyner. Man. That was gonna be a big play too.
Ready, down, punt. Ready, down, punt. Ready, down, punt.
McGee fumbles the ball and no. Big break for the Eagles right there.
Ready, down, punt. Ready, down, punt.
Incomplete. Nice. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready, down, punt.
Yes, Frank Stamms tackles the running back for a loss of a yard. Brings out Roger Ruzick again. The kick is up. He missed it again. He hooked it again. It's wide left. Nice. Ruzick is 0 for 2 today. It's now a day for Fasion. No dice.
Ready, down, punt.
21 seconds on the clock. We're not in range yet for Lansford. Oh, come on! Now we're looking at just trying to do a Hail Mary here.
Ready, down, punt.
He's throwing long for DeMo Johnson. He can't come up with it. Yeah.
We'll return after these messages.
I'm Lewis, a lifeguard, and happy to say I rescued a drowning potato today. They drowned it in sour cream. Oh, what a shame, 'cause food's so much better when it's practically plain. So don't drown your food in mayo, salt, ketchup, or goo. Yuck, it's no fun to eat what you can't even see. So don't drown your food.
Peter, our cooking school won the Food Magazine Award.
Terrific! Let's have some coffee.
Okay. Whoa!
Only half a cup? I thought you loved coffee.
I love the rich taste. It's the caffeine I can do without.
Me too. That's why we're drinking Brim decaffeinated coffee.
This is Brim?
This is Brim, and it's decaffeinated, so you don't have to stop at half a cup.
If it tastes this rich, I don't want to stop. Fill it to the rim.
With Brim?
Fill your cup to the rim with the richness of Brim.
Well, we had that good opening drive, but after that, the offense kind of sputtered. Well, we had the turnover. That was big, you know. But our defense has kept us in the game.
Ready, down.
Well, that and
Put,
thanks, you know, Roger Ruzick, 2 missed field goals. Cunningham with the shotgun. He's got time. Pass is batted down.
Ready, down. Put.
3rd and 3.
Ready, down. Put.
Yes, Frank Stamms again tackles a running back for a yard loss. The Rams defense continues to play good.
Ready, down. Put. Ready, down. Put.
Buford McGee, a good run. Good play, man.
Ready, down. Put.
Ashton Green gets the first down.
Put.
He's throwing deep for Cox. Oh. Trying to give my guys a chance, you know.
Ready, down. Put.
Oh, yeah, Buford McGee makes a nice move. 10, 5. Yeah. That was a nice one. Nice run, man. I think the Eagles are in trouble now.
Ready, down. Put.
Cutting it 7 deep. It's intercepted by Jerry Gray. He's out of bounds. Nice. The Rams defense is pouring on the adrenaline.
Ready, down. Put.
Dumps it off to McGee. Out of bounds. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Ready, down. Put.
Complete to Damone Johnson. He's out of bounds.
Ready, down.
The Rams are looking to throw the knockout punch. Clyde Simmons got to me just before I was able to throw the ball. 2nd and 12.
Down. Put.
Chuck Long is under pressure. He gets rid of it. Complete to Gaston Green. Nice. I believe that's That's the knockout punch right there, folks.
Ready, down. Punch, 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 punch.
Kevin Green sacks Cunningham. 2nd and 19.
Ready, down. Punch, 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 punch.
That's the thing I'm surprised that we haven't seen more of today is Cunningham running the ball. All right, we got a 3rd and 13.
Ready, down. Punch, 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 punch.
Frank Stamms with the sack. 4th and 22.
Down. Punch, 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 punch.
Incomplete. The Rams take over on downs.
Ready, down. Punch, punch, punch. Ready, down. Punch, 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 punch.
3rd and 5.
Ready, down. Punch, punch, punch.
Oh, it's close. I didn't think he had it though. Well, let's tack on 3. What do you say? Try to anyway. The barefooted Mike Lansford lines up for the kick. The kick is up. He got it through. All right.
Ready, down. Punch, 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 punch.
Doug Reed with another sack of Cunningham.
Ready, down. Punch, 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 punch. Ready, down. Punch, 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 punch.
29 seconds on the clock.
Ready, down. Punch, 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 punch.
The Eagles' offense has had a terrible day, to say the least, right? Incomplete, that's the final gun. The Rams pitch a shutout. Are you kidding me? Neither quarterback had a great day, as you can see there. Chuck Long only was 46% for 87 yards. Cunningham was worse, 28% for 44 yards and an interception. But the Rams' running game was working, and the defense, right? The defense was lights out. Kind of surprised there. I'm gonna say kudos to my offensive line, because overall I had pretty good protection. You know, I took a couple sacks. One was my fault. I should have threw it sooner. Probably would have been a big play to Fajan. But yeah, I was not getting harassed. Like, you know, because when I going into that game, I kind of thought Reggie White and those guys would be harassing me all day. So yeah, kudos to my offensive line, protecting our quarterback and paving the way for our running backs. Good. All right, so we move on to face the 49ers in the NFC Championship game. So Steelers, Bills on the other side. Okay, so that's going to be for the next video, though. So we'll take it back to the homepage here, and we're going to celebrate tonight. But yeah, how about that? You know, like I said, sometimes you just got to play. You know, like yeah, you're passing my passing numbers with Chuck Long. Yeah, 46% for less than 100 yards. But again, it's a team game, right? It's a team game. That was a total team win. You know, we just, you know, he made a couple plays, couple throws, but you know, kept moving the chains, right? So, you know, I'm going to say he managed the game well. And like I said, a lot of his a lot of times when I was, you know, trying to pass, you know, the Eagles was covering my receivers, and he didn't have a lot of open guys. You know, I took a couple of chances and threw even when I was covered, but you know, you don't want to make a habit of it too much, you know, but sometimes, you know. But that was the other thing too. They were blanketing our receivers pretty well. So that's like I said. Sometimes you can't always, you know, you don't want to be one-dimensional, right? So sometimes you got to just pull it down and find another way, right? I mean, hey, the passing is fun. You know, I love throwing touchdowns and stuff like that. But sometimes you gotta do it another way. You gotta be versatile like that. So there you go. That's my 2 cents, maybe 4 cents. Okay, guys, those are my thoughts. Leave me yours. I'm kind of surprised. I thought the Eagles would give up more of a fight than that. You know, like I said, it was only 7-0 at the half. But that's the thing about this game. It's like, man, it's like some. I wouldn't have thought it would have been, you know, 7-0 at the half. I wasn't thinking 24-0 would be the final. But hey, happy with the result. But did the game turn out like you thought it would? I thought the Eagles would give us more. You know, I thought it would be a more competitive game than it was. You know, it was a competitive game in the first half. I'm going to say, because like I said, it was only 7-0. But that was just because of, you know, their defense was, you know, holding us down. But offensively, that's the biggest thing I'm surprised about is the Eagles offensively just, they looked like a dud. You know, they just couldn't, you know, couldn't do much. And, you know, thanks to Roger Ruzick, you know, he missed those 2 field goals, wide left both times. You know, maybe that demoralized the team. I can, you know, in a playoff game like that, when you work hard, it's like, all right, let's try to get at least 3, but then you get a miss, and it's like, that can be discouraging. So anyways, guys, enough of me rambling on about all that. Thanks once again for joining me. Always glad to have you. I always like hanging out with you guys and talking with you in the chat. It's always a good time with you guys. So, anyways, until next time, have a good one, okay? But if this is your first time to the channel, tap subscribe, then the bell, ding ding, so you're notified when I upload new videos. So until next time, guys, keep it retro, and come Lord Jesus.